Okay, we back. This is a different video. So if you want to see the video I made before this go, so I was on YouTube and I seen this video. You know how videos pop up right on your like recommended, and I seen this video recommended and it said like the benefit of being delusionally self confident in yourself. It says something like that. I could probably just find it right now. Delusional self confidence. Yeah, the power of delusional self belief. And guess who got on the cover? Kanye. Why, bro? Leave Kanye alone. Y'all just so weird, bro. Leave Kanye alone, bro. Like, dang, bro. Anyways, and the power. People might look at me because I'm having success now, right? I'm going viral on Instagram, and my stuff's finally gaining traction. And for a long time, people probably thought I was delusional, had delusional self belief. They probably might have been thinking this dude got 3,000 Christian songs and only got right and right. Who gonna listen to all that? This dude making posting 400 times a day. These people ain't gonna look at all that. And now all that stuff that I did is actually working, right? And here's what's deep. That's not me having delusional self belief, right? That might be what you in your carnal mindset. Carnal means like not thinking spiritually. That might be like you in your carnal mindset. That might be what how you're viewing it, your perception of what I'm doing. But I'm here to tell you it's not delusional self belief. It's me doing what God told me to do. It's me waking up and saying, God, what do you want me to do with my time today? And he's like, serve me. And he's like, okay, you like making music? Make music for me. And I'll bless it. I'm like, cool. And then I make music for 3 hours. And then I go outside, take a break. And then I might get tempted, right? Might get a little horny, right? Thought crossed my mind. And instead of running across Texas Tech, because I used to live at Texas Tech a couple months ago, instead of running across Texas Tech and find a girl that has sex with, guess what I do? I go to the gym and I get back in the studio. That's why I had 3,000 songs in 3 years, right? Because a lot of other people make music, spend a lot of other time doing other stuff. And I'm not saying I'm making music to stay in your room, make music all day, or just be a workaholic and idolize work. That's not what I'm saying. But right, not only was I doing it to serve God, I was doing it right because if I want to do it right, it's I like making music. So I'm gonna make it for God, and I'm not having delusional self belief. I know that most people that in that moment that a lot of songs I made people weren't gonna listen to, but then God started blessing it and showed me how to make every song be listened to. You see, that's why 1 Corinthians 15:58. I mean, I like my fact. I like Proverbs 16:3. Commit your works to the Lord, and He will establish your plans. I think I said that right. Commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. That's NLT. NIV says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." ESV says, "Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established." So basically, I said it right? But that's what I was thinking, right? I'm like, okay, I'll make 3,000 Christian songs. I know that most artists probably only put out 20 songs a year, bro. And I made 3,000, and I'm making basically 1,000 a year. I made probably 2,000 in 1 year, right? And I'm thinking, okay, most people think nobody's gonna listen to all that, but God say He gonna make my plan succeed. So let's see. And guess what He started making me do? He showed me how to make people listen to each one. Reels. Reels on Instagram, Reels on YouTube. Because y'all know people like them short, right? You watch reels, right? And what's crazy is I'm pretty sure they changed the algorithm to allow you to post reels that are longer than 1 minute. Right when God showed me, hey, you should post these in reels, and people gonna listen to each one. And then and I just put somebody on game who's an artist, right? Please don't take what I just told you and make some devil music doing that. And if you do, just know God ain't gonna bless it. So whether you get views on that, use John 15:5, right? Yeah, he said, apart from me, you can do nothing. So even if your devil music is reaching people, please do something with your life and do it for the Lord. Don't be doing it for the devil, right? Anyways, the devil loves to make people think they're doing something while they're doing nothing, right? They can have 100 million followers and be doing nothing, right? You know how many people have 200 some million followers and are doing nothing with their life? They wasting it, throwing it away. Okay. But yeah, it's not delusional self-belief. It's me being obedient. It's what God called me to do. Preach, make Christian music. And each day I'm consulting him and saying, what you want me to do next? It's not delusional self-belief. You know what delusional means? Oh my gosh. It's kind of insulting. If people think I have delusional self-belief, that's kind of actually insulting, right? Delusional definition. Characterized by or holding false beliefs or judgments about external reality that are held despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary, typically as a symptom of a mental condition. Okay. So basically they just said in that, right? Typically people who are delusional got something wrong with their brain, right? But listen, first of all, I don't know why. Like, if I'm looking up the dictionary definition of a word that might be a big word or something, and like I said, I know what delusional means, but if I'm looking up the dictionary definition of a word, how you gonna give me a bunch of words that are bigger and more complex than the word I just than the word I'm looking up? You gonna give me words that are bigger and more difficult than the word I looked up to try to explain the word that I looked like now I gotta go and look up what incontrovertible and all these, right? Like, bro, y'all be trying to make this the way harder than it need to be. And I'm here to tell you, bro, that's how it used to be in school sometimes, bro. The teachers can't teach. They be trying to teach something, and the way they teach it is just like this. It's like, bro, you making this way harder than it need to be. And you know how many preachers are like that too? There's a lot of preachers who are not called to preach, right? And they're just doing it, right? Bro, there's been people who said they preach without having a relationship with God, right? So there's sometimes there's preachers like that, and when they're preaching and when they're teaching the Bible, they teach it like that, right? They just confuse you. What they're saying might not. Okay, let me stop. Right, I'm getting too deep. Anyways, yeah, my obedience might to you look like delusional self-belief, but that's okay because I was trying to gain your approval anyways. That's okay because, right? Isaiah 54:17 says, my vindication will come from the Lord. Every tongue raised to accuse me will be refuted. Proverbs 16:3 says, that's okay because Proverbs 16:3 says, if I commit my words to the Lord, my plans will be established. So for a season to you, it might look like delusional self-belief because you're thinking carnally. But then soon, God is going to expose that as a lie and show that, oh, no, he was just doing the right thing because I told him to do it. And what I tell my children to do is the right thing. Mic drop.